On February 17, 2019, a wildlife team headed up by Forrest found a tortoise on a remote island in the Galapagos. It's an earth-shattering discovery since the Fernandina tortoise was thought to be extinct. How did this discovery happen?
Well, myself, the Galapagos Conservancy, and the national parks collectively launched a search effort for an animal believed extinct for 113 years, the Fernandina Island tortoise, and obviously I'm here to tell you that we did find it. So it was a huge accomplishment, a huge win for conservation, and greatest achievement of my life.
And how did this creature slip off the radar?
Well, here's the thing. Fernandina Island is an active volcano. It's the least explored island in the Galapagos. It's extremely harsh terrain, 120 degrees Fahrenheit in the sun, heat radiating up from under the ground, no tree coverage. I mean, it's just a terrible place to spend any time. So not a lot of people have been looking, and of course we decided that that in itself made it worth investigating.
What's the key to finding and then approaching these wild critters?
Every animal has its own unique characteristics all the way down to the individual level. You know, one tortoise is going to behave very differently to another, one crocodile differently to another again. And so it's about learning that animal, understanding them, feeling out the individual's behavior, and then over time generating a bit of a bond and a bit of trust. And so when we're doing something like swimming with crocodiles or searching for a tortoise, you have to put yourself into the mindset of those creatures to try and understand their perspective so that you can interact with them on a level playing field, so that not only yourself is safe, but the animal is not stressed or harmed or upset, and then you end up with a fantastic outcome.
And the plan now is?
And the plan was, of course, to try and save her. She was very underweight. She lived completely isolated from any other tortoises because of the small area of habitat she was in. She lived in an active volcano, which at any time could erupt and cover her habitat in lava. So we moved her to a breeding facility, the Fausto Lorena breeding facility in Santa Cruz, the same place that housed the famous Lonesome George. And now she's, you know, I get updates daily. She's eating, she's happy. She hasn't seen water in so long that she has a shallow water dish, and apparently she just sits in it all day, just elated to be there. So, you know, now that she's getting healthy and happier, the ongoing work starts. We're raising money through globalwildlife.org for the ongoing conservation of her, return trips to look for a suitable male, you know, the potential that she could have viable sperm held within her, and that once she fattens up and feels comfortable, she could produce fertile eggs. I mean, there's so much ongoing work to try and save the species. Right now, the Fernandina Island tortoise is the rarest creature on Earth. There's literally one of them. So what can we do to make it so that there's more?